This is the political brown kid, and I'm going to say something that's pretty controversial. And to be honest with you, I really don't care because this is just my opinion. You can either agree with it or you can respectfully disagree with it. Once again, I think you all probably should know how I feel about the military. I definitely agree with Furious Styles from Boys in the Hood. Yeah, I know that's a fictitious character, but he told Trey Styles, his son, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., and Furious was played by Lawrence Fishburne. He told his son, the black man has no place in the white man's army. And black people don't. But unfortunately, what I see today is, and Donald Trump definitely was a proponent, and I can't stand Donald Trump. I really can't. I'm going to do a video on Donald Trump just talking about just the foolishness and ignorance and evilness of Donald Trump. And why you should not vote for him. Definitely. Shouldn't vote for Biden either, but you definitely shouldn't vote for Trump. But when he was president, he went on this big push to just kind of patriotize this country. And, everyone rallies around the military. And where I was at an event one time and I just saw a whole bunch of black people just proud that they were ex-vets. And people are just proud vets. I don't know why you're proud. The black people, the one thing I'm going to say in this video real quick before I get to this video is this. Black people are so just, I don't know, that we're just so eager to do the white man's bidding and just be a part of the white man's world and just be accepted by white people. We have been in my earliest videos. If you go back and check my earlier videos, I did a video on black complicity. And if you look at it, black people have always done the white man's bidding throughout history since our interaction. You had blacks in Africa, willingly selling off their rivals, their captured rivals of warring tribes to white people for liquor and other things. These are facts. That was what the slave trade was about. The triangular slave trade. Yeah, I told y'all, Native Americans and blacks fell for that because Native Americans did the same thing. So they They were complicit in white people's foolishness too against their enemies. And they both were trading with the white man for alcohol, and look how it worked out for both of them. But black people have done their bidding in terms of slave trade. Black people willingly participated. That's why they call them cowboys. I don't know why black people are so proud to be called cowboys and buffalo soldiers. Why are you glorifying buffalo soldiers and cowboys? These people help to destroy indigenous Americans. There's no doubt about that. When you want to start glorifying your black past and start glorifying buffalo soldiers and glorifying black people and black cowboys, look at what black cowboys and what buffalo soldiers did. And I think the reason why they call them buffalo soldiers, I think I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just throwing this out there. They said, I guess the indigenous Americans were like, black people's hair were like, the hair of a buffalo. When you look at the head, the hair texture on the buffalo's head, not on the body, it's a little bit different. And I can see how they said that. So we were complicit in that event, and we were complicit in current events when you fast forward to today's time, bombing Iran and bombing Iraq, countries that we don't have a bone to pick with. Muhammad Ali called him out for the war in Vietnam. He said, no Viet Cong has ever called me the N-word. I'm not going over there to destroy other poor people of color. And Muhammad Ali is one of the very few who stood up for black, stood up for, not participating and being complicit in white foolishness. Because contrary to popular belief, white people have been the most violent people on planet Earth. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this video. I'm going to get into this video and I'm going to play this video now. But basically, this is a clip of some white people feeling entitled because I kind of, was setting this up because I really just am disgusted with the military. Can't stand the military. But what I'm going to say is when you look at this video, and I've done a video on Joe Biden, the foolishness of Joe Biden writing off student loan debt. And I know some of y'all probably so glad, oh, I love student loan debt getting written off. Yeah, everybody loves a free handout. No one wants black people to get reparations. They'll spend trillions of dollars to write off student loan debts, but they will not give reparations to black people. They'll give trillions of dollars to Ukraine and to Israel to fight wars and can't find money for reparations. They just gave, I think, $55 million to an African country, Joe Biden did. Where's the money for reparations? They have money for COVID relief. They have money for the 2008 financial crisis. They have money to bail everybody out. As soon as when it comes to giving white people money, to helping out other white struggling businesses and other white people for actions they created, we can bail them out, but they will not give you your just due. And once again, if y'all don't understand this, the military's annual budget is $800 billion. They spend more money in the United States annually on military power than all of the other nations on planet Earth combined. And here you have some more people. These people aren't even Vietnam veterans. These people are married to Vietnam veterans. So they're just associated to Vietnam veterans, and they think they deserve a handout. They think that they think that they deserve a free ride to school. And that's what this video is about. These people are complaining. Got a bunch of white people complaining. Oh, the governor of Virginia won't give me money so I can go to school and get me a degree. The one woman that you're going to see in this video, she already has one degree and she wants the government to pay for another one. So this is what your $800 billion is going towards. It's going towards giving a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of Vietnam veterans, not Vietnam, but a whole bunch of military veterans. I know people that serve in the military that come out and get 10% disability, 20%. And I'm like, well, what's your disability? Well, my pinky hurt. I hurt my pinky in the military and I get $2,000 a month for the rest of my life. Really? I got a friend right now. He gets $44,000 a year. He gets $4,000 a month. That's $48,000 a year just for being a veteran. And he only served, what, 4 years? 4 years? Maybe 8? I don't know. He served 8 years. Why is the military funding this kind of foolishness? This is where $800 billion goes. You could literally, with the technology that is created, with the artificial intelligence that we have, with the drones that we have, you see right now, these robotics companies have developed dogs that can run. They've developed robots that can run and carry stuff. Why not let these robots do the stuff? They don't need disability checks for the rest of their life. They don't need a GI Bill. They don't need student loans. But yet you have these military people and military children thinking that because their daddy or their mama served, that they deserve free money to go to school. And the rest of us have to pay for our school. And something else you people probably do not know. I'm about to play the video. I'm just letting y'all know this video is going to play, but I'm talking right now. And I know y'all, probably hate hearing me talk, but it's the truth. I'm spitting nothing but the truth here. They don't do this type of stuff for educators because they hate teachers. This government hates teachers, particularly Republicans. They blame teachers for the failures of ignorant people's children. They think that people are supposed to drop people's kids off at school, some bad kids that I just saw a video where some kid told some teacher, shut up, B. He was at a kindergarten promotion program, and this little kid is calling a teacher a B. And they had to escort him out. You got kids fighting teachers, kids, using weapons against teachers. They don't get free education, only the military. And in addition to getting free education, they get to go to football games and basketball games and get free donuts for the rest of their life, free cologne and aftershave for the rest of their life. All they do is give military people handouts. And these military people find every opportunity they get to plug in, oh, I used to serve, just to hear somebody say thank you for your service. I don't care about your service. I don't need you. What I need is my trash to get picked up. When I see my trash get picked up, I go outside and tell them, thank you for your service. I tell the teachers, thank you for your service. I don't need baby killers I don't need to thank them for their service. They're not needed. They didn't even bring Dick Cheney nor George W. Bush up on war crime for going into a war that even the United Nations told them not to go into. It wasn't even approved by the United Nations for them to go into Iran. It wasn't approved. It wasn't approved for them. They claim all the time, they talk about yellow cake, yellow cake. I had to look up, I'm like, are we talking about Betty Crocker yellow cake? What's this yellow cake stuff? I had to figure that out. But that's a whole different subject. And half of these military veterans with boots on the ground knew that it was an illegal war, and they still went in and did physical harm to innocent civilians over in another country. And just because they're not Americans, you people listening to my voice right now are not in an uproar. But you got mad when we only lost, 3,000 vets over in that war? Half of them were lost to friendly fire. They don't tell you that the guy that played for the Arizona Cardinals, I forgot his name, he quit football just to go over and die over in Iran. Was it Iran or Iraq? I forget which war it is now. I'm getting so confused. He quit football to go fight because he wanted to end somebody's life. So eager to go fight somebody. And he went over there and died of friendly fire. Half of the people that died over there was friendly fire from the American side. And then people get upset because 3,000 Americans were injured and lost their life. They don't look at the 40,000 innocent people over there that lost their life. This doesn't get talked about. But yet we got these people, wives of veterans, wanting a handout to go to school. And we're supposed to fund their education. And then she said, and then one lady in this video is going to say, the burden of war should be carried on by all Americans. But you're not fighting the war. You're just trying to get an education. You want us to pay for your education. Enough talking. It's 12 minutes in. I'm going to play this video right now. Y'all go ahead and listen to this video. And once again, drop your comments in the comment section. Also hit the like and subscribe button if you want to. But I highly recommend that you do, because I drop knowledge. And the knowledge may not be pretty. It may not be what you want to hear, but I'm going to give you the truth. So check this video out.
Right now, Virginia military families are fighting a battle they never saw coming against an opponent they thought was on their side.
Virginia's recently approved state budget changed a state program that pays in-state college tuition costs for spouses or children of service members killed or severely disabled as a result of their duty.
Our Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder explains the military families say the changes are now preventing some of them from a benefit they were promised.
Her husband was left 100% disabled from his 20 years in the Coast Guard and Marine Corps. Living in Stafford County, Kayla was going to use the Virginia Military Survivors and Dependents Program to cover the cost of a master nursing program. Since 1996, that program has covered education costs for spouses and children of service members killed or left 90 to 100% disabled as a result of their service. A couple of weeks ago, the eligibility changed.
I was supposed to start prerequisite classes for a master's entry nursing program in the fall, and based on the legislative changes that took place, that would basically render the program completely useless for me.
People feel betrayed.
Kristen Fenty lives in Virginia Beach. Her husband, Joe, was killed in combat when their daughter, Lauren, was just 28 days old. Lauren is about to become a freshman at UVA, but Kristen is still trying to figure out for sure if the benefit program will cover her tuition after these changes.
The cost of war should be shared by the nation, and the state of Virginia made a commitment to help share that cost of war here in Virginia, and now it's backing away from that commitment.
Servicemen and women who made selfless promises to their country and their Commonwealth now feel their Commonwealth has broken its promise to them.